Hi, I'm Matthew Kovalsky, and this is Matt Kovalsky's Corner. Today, I'm sitting down with the wonderful Chris Weaver, a local New York drag queen and contestant on this season of The Voice. So, Chris, tell me a little bit about your experience thus far on The Voice.
Yes, well, good day, Matt. Thank you for having me here. My experience was great. It is definitely a whirlwind, and everything happens so fast. You go from working your 9 to 5 or doing whatever you're doing to being in LA and shooting for the show, and it's twofold because it's a process when you're recording, it's a process when you live it when they have on TV. So there are different emotions, different rides, different roller coasters that you're taking through this experience. But all in all, it's amazing, and it's been so good, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
I go
What's it like? What's it like coming back to New York and seeing people and their reactions to the show?
It's crazy. I think on my way, not today. Last night, you just every day you get stopped by somebody on the streets of New York, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're from The Voice." So which is crazy because you go from you're in New York City. It's one of the greatest cities in the world.
For sure.
So many different people from many different walks of life. So for people to stop you on the street of New York and say, "I know who you are," it's crazy. It's something that I would have never expected, but I've enjoyed every minute of it.
So that's awesome. And what was the audition process like? What were the steps that it took to get to the place that you were at?
Well, I actually auditioned 3 times. I did the open call to Chicago 1 year. Then the next year I moved to New York, so I did the open call to New York. And then I think I spent a year and a half off of audition for The Voice. Mm-hmm. I'm good, actually, because I got the same producer in Chicago and New York.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I was like, "Oh, this is not going to be good." So, and then I ended up landing a private audition, and yeah, it was they were really feeling me, and I think it's a timing thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And so did that audition, moved on to interview, and then they were like, "We want you to come for executives." I was like, and in my head, each round that I got, I was like, "Hey, it's probably gonna be the end." Here,
you're still there, and what is it like? I mean, there's so many contestants on the show that are incredible, but not only are you that contestant that they open the show with, but you continue to be that person that they end the show with and make you wait for it because clearly people want to see you. So how does it feel to be that contestant?
Oh, wow. It's surreal. It really is.
So take your time.
I shouldn't really stop and think about it. The fact that you are living your dream and people really recognizing you for what you longed for what you fought for, and to be that person to open the season, it's so humbling and it's overwhelming, but it's good. It's great. It's great to finally be in a place where you know what you fought for. Every sacrifice that you've made it really was worth it. That is the most important thing to know. That everything when you should have when people are telling you to go left, you said, "No, I'm gonna stay on this path."
Yeah. And what was that? There was a moment I noticed in the beginning of the show that it's crazy to me too because I had that moment with Jennifer at The Color Purple too. I remember opening at The Color Purple I went and had this moment that now I'm like Jennifer's family to me and like you had that full circle moment. And I remember watching the show and I'm sitting there and I'm like, did he just say The Color Purple? And I actually know a bunch of your friends that went with you The Color Purple and had that experience and it's wild. But what was it like to have that full circle moment and now be on Jennifer's team and working with her?
I think everything happens for a reason. I think everything is like a plan that God works everything out for a reason. So it baffles me. I can't say I understand it, but yeah, to be in that moment to say I am literally because we had auditioned before they had announced that Jennifer Hudson was going to be the judge for the season.
Wow.
And so when they announced it, I was like, this could not be happening. Like
this isn't real.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is not real. I was like, I literally just sang for Jennifer Hudson 2 years ago at her party. There's no way in the world that I'm going to be able to stand on the stage and audition for her again.
Wow.
And not to mention, first of all, the fact that you're even on the Voice stage auditioning for, Miley and Adam and Blake, but the fact that Jennifer Hudson was, and this is her first season here, it's full circle, and it was just like I was speechless. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. And speaking of that, not only did you get to work with Jennifer Hudson, but on this season you get to work with Kelly Clarkson and the one and only Kelly Rowland. I mean,
my gosh. So it's like
you're living a gay man's fantasy. I mean,
okay. Well, listen. So they ask you, did you always interviews to say, who do you hope is the mentor? And of course, I was just like, I hope it's Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle. But you walk in and you're like, literally, I'm 1 degree away from Beyonce right now. Not even that. Like, Kelly Rowland has, literally made a name for herself. Like, you went solo after Destiny's Child, and you're still here. You're still crushing the game. Are you kidding me? And so, the hardest part is, during filming days, if you have to wait, it's, groups before you, and they come out and they can, produce stuff. You cannot tell them who the mentor is, and I'm just dying inside. Please just give me a hand. Just tell me. But it's great. I'm glad we did because you walk in and you're just there's this nervousness of the thing. You're just who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? In my head, still thinking of that though. But I walk in and it's Kelly Rowland, and you're like, you are most of my teenage years, my child. You are a part of Destiny's Child. Are you?
I mean, it's the 90s. It's literally the 90s.
Kids today don't even know who Destiny's Child is. You're a legend!
She's a legend. Literally a legend.
So yeah, it was,
that's awesome.
And then Kelly Clarkson, I think for me, that moment, to walk on stage and it's Kelly Clarkson and Jennifer Hudson. These are two people, first of all, Kelly started this whole thing. So it's just,
she did. She
it's
started the competition.
Right. So you have two people who have been where you've been. And so I think that from any other team, I think that was the most valuable, most priceless thing. The fact that you have these two people who can give you advice, who have literally been where you've been and fought for what you're fighting.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it was amazing. And she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
Yeah. So what was or has been the funniest moment to get on The Voice?
Cool, the funniest moment. I don't know. On the actual show or just being there?
Just being there.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I can't choose one because the season was so hard. Davon and I, that is my brother. That is my and we used to, especially in makeup and wardrobe, we get into it. And I think people thought we were really serious, but we weren't. And I think we just go hard on the jokes with each other. And I think for the makeup people were like, you guys need your own show or something, because it was just back and forth.
That's good to know.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And they don't say you need your own show, and I go, I would never work with them, But I think that the two of us really just from the moment, because Davon and I met. But when we got into executives, we were in that band, in the same band we were in, and ever from that moment, it was just, friends. And, and Katrina Rose. But I mean, we all three were, we like three legos, but Javon and I just back and forth, and it was just, it's hilarious. And it would be so serious, like you get the real argument at that point. But we were such a friend that it would turn into something real, but somebody say something funny or something stupid, and turn back into laughter. So that's what that was for us. And so I think most of the fun moments for me was what they are.
Yeah. And what was it like when the first chair came? I know that people freak out on the show. People backstage, your family members, people like that will freak out when they watch that first moment and they see that first chair turn. Not only did you get one chair, but you got all 4 chairs, which is, I mean, you opened the show, so clearly you got all 4 chairs. But what was it like having one chair turn around, but then also all the chairs?
It was amazing. Oh gosh, it was amazing. It was great. In that moment, of course, you're like, you got one chance to do this. This can change my life. So it's like you're either gonna go up here and sell it, or you're just gonna go back home and do what you do, work your 9 to 5, and do whatever you do. So after that first check turn, it was like, okay, like my life is ready to change. This is the moment. This is the actual moment of my life for 100%. And so the journey turned right after that. And honestly, I blacked out after that. I really did. I didn't know until I was done that Miley and Blake turned around. Because it was just like, it was just like, it was on this high. And it was just like, I think at that point I didn't close my eyes in the video, but I kind of just was like, oh, we're here. Like, this is happening, And so I know the song so well to just finish out the song, but I don't know where my head was. I don't even remember being in that moment, but after doing it. So, but it was amazing because you're literally at the point where you're like, I'm going forward. Like, that's awesome. And I think for me, I'm so used to getting to the points in my life and only going so far. So to be on this stage auditioning on that street was already like giant. And so then to know this is not the end, I was just like, I felt like Will Ferrell telling Big Night. I wanted to do it my hand. So yeah, but it was
awesome. And if you were to say or pick any musical inspiration or the type of music that you want to produce, or the person you want to be like after you finish the show, who would that be? What kind of music would that be?
I want to produce. I want to produce music that really. I don't know. I feel like I want to be relevant, but I want to bring back a sound of like old school soul, old school R&B. Because some of those songs, like from Otis Redding and from Luther Vandross and stuff like that. Some of those songs you hear, and Anita Baker, like some of those songs you hear, and they just put you.
Don't forget Patty.
Oh, I mean, that's it goes without saying. They put you in a different feel, in a different headspace. Like for instance, because growing up, my father listened to a lot of music, and so I grew up on Luther and Anita and Patty. There's something like, for instance, Lisa Stansfield, Been Around the World. Every time I hear that song, it just takes me back to my childhood and just a certain place. And I remember it brings back the feeling of the moment I felt when I found it. And that's the kind of music I want to produce. Like music that puts people in such a headspace of, ooh, like this is good, or I feel great, or I just want to go out and love on people. I just want to make music that makes people feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of music like that today is like, it's not like that,
It's not like that. It's oversynced and over embellished and over added on.
What happened to just love music? Just that gave you a feeling that you couldn't help but to nod your head and just be in the supermarket or in the mall and just stop and listen or sing along.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm really.
My last question was going to be, what was your advice for somebody that wants to be a contestant on the show, or wants to be a drag queen, or just wants to be themselves? What would you say to them?
Do it. I literally, I told a friend the other day, I said, somebody goes, we're going to wake up one day and be like, what is our lives? What are we doing? But I said, and in the moment it was joking, but I looked at her and I said, but we wake up and say, I wish I would have. Yeah. you know, again, you only have one life. This is why I got life tattooed on my wrist. Because a couple of years ago, I took a stand to really believe that thing. That you only have one life. Live it to the fullest. And that's when all these doors started opening. Because you have so many people I've talked to who have so much regret. Or say, you know, I had dreams when I got married and had kids. And I never want that to be, and I don't want that to be, and it's not going to be. Because I'm going to live to that opportunity. You can never know failure if you never try. And Megan McNeil, who's on the show, she says she tells her son, she says, there's no such thing as winning. It's win or learn. Win or learn. Because every experience is a learning experience. Good or bad or otherwise. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'd like to thank my friend Chris Weaver for coming out and sitting down with me.
Having me.
And I look forward to seeing your journey